3 significant AI releases landed in the past 48 hours, and each one signals a shift in how models compete and how teams build. Let's break down what's happening and why it matters for your work. First, Grok 4.5. xAI released a new version of their model with benchmark results that caught attention. It ranked second on the APEX-SWE leaderboard with a 51.2% pass-at-1 score, and it topped Perplexity's 1-dar benchmark. Pass-at-1 is a straightforward metric. It means the model solved the problem correctly on the first attempt. APEX-SWE is a standard engineering evaluation used across the industry. What's significant here is that Grok achieved this ranking while offering free tier access and a command line interface. That matters because it means developers can use a high-performing model without paying per token or signing into a web interface. For teams building in Europe, especially those focused on sovereignty and avoiding vendor lock-in, a free performant model with CLI access is a real alternative to the closed-source incumbents. The benchmark win itself is worth noting, but it's not the whole story. Benchmarks measure specific capabilities under controlled conditions. Real-world performance can differ. Still, when a model ranks competitively on multiple benchmarks, it signals that the underlying capability is genuine. Grok 4.5 appears to be a credible engineering tool, not just marketing. The free tier removes a barrier to experimentation, which is important for smaller teams and startups that can absorb high API costs. Second, OpenAI's GPT-5.6 Sol, the company launched a new version with multi-agent collaboration features. This is a different kind of release, not a raw capability bump, but a workflow change. Multi-agent systems let separate AI instances coordinate on complex tasks. One agent might research a topic, another might draft a response, and a third might review it for accuracy. This mirrors how human teams work. It also distributes reasoning across multiple passes, which can reduce hallucination because each agent is focused on a narrower task. OpenAI also announced usage limit resets and desktop updates, along with pricing clarity and feedback-driven fixes. The resets suggest they've been managing traffic surges, a sign of adoption growth, but also of infrastructure strain. Why does multi-agent collaboration matter? Because enterprise workflows are rarely single-turn. A customer service team needs to research a policy, draft a response, check compliance, and route it to a human if needed. A content team needs to outline, draft, edit, and fact-check. Multi-agent systems let ChatGPT handle these workflows without human intervention between steps. But here's the catch for EU builders. If your workflow is sensitive, customer data, proprietary processes, regulatory compliance, running it through OpenAI's infrastructure means that data flows to the United States. For teams that need to keep processing onshore, multi-agent logic should run on sovereign infrastructure. That's a design choice, not a limitation of the technology. Third, Claude Code templates. Anthropic's community released a library of ready-to-use project templates with Claude.md files and /commands for frameworks like React and FastAPI. These are scaffolding tools. They give you a starting point for AI native development. Instead of building a project structure from scratch and then figuring out how to integrate Claude, you clone a template and start coding. /commands let you invoke Claude workflows inline, so the AI is part of your development loop, not a separate tool. Why does this matter? Because friction kills adoption. If integrating an AI model into your project requires 3 days of setup and configuration, many teams won't bother. If you can clone a template and start working in 20 minutes, adoption accelerates. For EU enterprises, open source templates that work with any backend, whether you're using Claude, Grok, or a local model, reduce dependency on proprietary platforms. You're not locked into Anthropic's ecosystem. You're using a template that happens to ship with Claude examples, but you can swap in another model if you need to. So what ties these three together? They're all moves toward lower friction and broader access. Grok offers free, high-performing inference. OpenAI offers multi-agent workflows that handle complex tasks without human intervention. Claude offers templates that make integration faster. Each one removes a barrier: cost, workflow complexity, or setup time. For builders, that's good news. For enterprises, it means the cost of experimentation is dropping, which accelerates adoption and competition. The strategic question for EU teams is this: as these tools become easier to use and cheaper to access, how do you build differentiation? The answer isn't in the models themselves. Those are commoditizing. It's in the data, the workflows, and the infrastructure you control. That's where sovereignty and on-premise deployment become competitive advantages, not just compliance requirements. We'll keep tracking these releases as they roll out. Subscribe for daily briefings grounded in real data, not hype. And if you're building with AI and want to explore sovereign alternatives, book a free consult with Etherlink. We help teams move fast without moving their data offshore.